Mookie, hi. Thanks again for taking the time. Yesterday, you guys did such an amazing thing, coming down back from three games down to one. Now, you guys celebrated a little bit last night, but Justin Turner said both of the buses were full on the way to the park today. As a leader on this team, what does that say to you about your guys?
Everything. Well, we showed a lot of emotion. It's mentally exhausting. That series. But I think it just shows you why we're here. We need to win a World Series, and I think we're all dedicated to it for sure.
You guys are used to typically having days off in between series and certainly within the series itself. Is this more of a benefit for you guys to just keep it going, or would you prefer to have it the old format where you had a little bit of time to regroup and rest?
I think there's positives and negatives to both sides. I can't say that there's a preference. I think you just kind of play the cards you're dealt, and we get one day to regroup, but back at it tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes.
You know what it's like to have a really strong left-hander on the hill to win a World Series. Clayton Kershaw goes for you guys tomorrow in Game One. What have you learned about just being around Kersh and what makes him great?
He's so competitive. He game plans, does everything right, goes about the game the right way. Great leader on the mound, takes control of everything. I mean, he just does everything right, and I think that's why he's a Hall of Famer for sure.
Next question's from Dave Vassay. Go ahead.
Mookie, coming from the AL East, do you feel like you might be the Dodgers' best scout on some of these Rays pitchers?
I think I just had the most history, obviously, but we'll see. And they evolve. I evolve. And, they're not going to be. They're not going to stick to the same tendencies they always do. They'll make some adjustments, and it'll be tough for sure.
Thank you.
Next question is from JP Hornstra. Go ahead.
Hey, Mookie. Going back kind of to Alana's question, Justin was telling us about how you guys got back to the hotel last night, sort of congregated in that outdoor space and started talking baseball. How encouraging was that? And what was sort of the conversation like after such an amazing series?
I think we just pointed out things that we did well, some things that we work on, just little things that each and every one of us have learned about the game. I mean, there's you can always learn from baseball, and I think it definitely showed that we're here to win, man. And just in those conversations yesterday is just you can tell. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mookie, with Tampa, the impression is that they're small market underachievers, but you competed against them for a few years. What can you warn your teammates about how they play the game?
The small market thing that's not on the players. Those guys are ball players, man. They're there to win the World Series the same way we are, and they're just in a spot where it's a small market, but they didn't make it to the World Series on accident. They're good ball players, and it's not going to be easy by any means.
Next question is from Bob Nightingale. Go ahead.
Hey, Mookie, congratulations. I was wondering how often you keep in touch with David Price and how much you wish he was there with you right now to try to do this for a second time in 3 years together.
Yeah, obviously I think everybody here with the Dodger uniform on wishes he was here. But we talk probably 3 or 4 times a week. He texts after games and says what he sees and says when we do good. It's not just me. I think he texts pretty much the whole team, and so that's the kind of teammate he is, and that's what we're missing in the clubhouse, and that he brings to the clubhouse, should I say. And it's like he's here, but he's not. But he's definitely checking in and making sure he's still a part of the team.
We got time for one more. Go ahead, Pete.
What do you remember most out of that 18 series, and how can you apply that to this series?
Hold on. So can you say it one more time, please, Pete?
Yeah, what do you remember most about the 2018 series, those games, and how can you apply that to this series?
I think I remember us just grinding through at bats the whole series, making it tough. I think, we played good defense, pitched the ball well, pretty much did everything well. But I think the most impressive thing, or the thing we did best, was just grinding through in bats and not making anything easy. And I think this team does that for sure. And that should help us win a ring.
Thanks, Mookie.